Alright, there we go. You guys ready for a nice, chill, just chatting stream? We'll just be sitting here and I'll be working on a script for a new video I'm making. And you guys can ask me questions, and I will be looking up questions to answer while I'm writing the script. So hopefully this will be fun. Yeah. All right. Hopefully everything is fine. I might need to turn the music down a bit more. Let's go with that. There. I didn't really turn down much, but I did. I guess while I wait for people to show up, I can get to writing my script. I would start answering questions, but no one's here right now. No reason to really start. You know what I should do? Turn down the quality of this video. There we go. I don't need to listen to music at 720p. I'm sorry. No, my high quality music. I can't hear the music. It looks too bad. Where is everyone? I might need to turn the music down a bit more. You know what? I'll turn down my headphones. There we go. That way I can actually pay attention to what I'm writing. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I got all that all cut off. Finally. Welcome to the stream. Hey, two of you are here. Nice. Ready for some questions? I have a website pulled up called Mantelligence, because, you know, the perfect site if you want to ask a man questions. 122 random questions to ask. Fun. And unexpected questions. I literally just went online and typed in random questions, and this was the first thing that popped up. So unless you guys have some questions to ask me, I can go on here, and I can start bringing up random questions to ask. Hello. So we can start with one question to break the ice. This is literally called 12 random conversation starting questions. So this is the perfect way to start the stream. Question number 1. If you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say? You know what I'd say? Okay. I don't know how this will make me sound, whether it'd make me sound nerdy or desperate or whatever. Or just weird. But I'd go up and I'd go on the top. What am I saying? I'd go right onto the stage, right in front of the microphone, put it up to my mouth, and I'd say, Colin is better for Lelouch than C2, and then I'd walk off stage. You just say something inspiring from the bottom of my heart. No, I'd literally just say that. Now, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but those are characters from my favorite anime, Code Geass, and everyone's infatuated with one of the female characters, C2. She's got long green hair, yellow eyes. Maybe I could pull her up and show you. Pale blood. Everyone's infatuated. Yeah, here's a bunch of images of her. Let's see if I can get that on here. Hold up. There. There she is. That's C2. Everyone's infatuated with her. You could probably tell why. Hey Jess, what's going on? I don't know if you heard the question. The question is, wait, pregnant? The question was... Hold up. The question was, if you had the world's attention for 30 seconds, what would you say? And I would say that Colin is better for Lelouch than C2, and I would walk off stage. This is C2. This is who everyone fawns over, like, oh, she's the best, she's the greatest, yeah, blah, blah, blah. But Colin, though, that's what I'd say. Yeah, that's what I'd say. Because she fits him much better than C2 does. I'm gonna get off of that because that's pretty spicy. That's a pretty spicy imagery there. A lot of people don't like her because she has a lot of fan service in the show. So those images got pretty spicy there. Just back off that for a second. The second question, if you had to work, oh jeez. If you had to work but didn't need the money, what would you choose to do? I'd want to be a leader of some sort, like maybe the president? Ruler of the universe? I mean, I wouldn't need the money at that point. But if I could do it, I would. That would be ego. Wait. Iggy? Ego? Well, hey, I'm thinking smart right now. Like any other job, what, fry cook? Banker? Receptionist? What job would be just as good if you weren't being paid? Unless you were the person who was on top of all the money in the first place. If you were the ruler of a nation, you wouldn't need money because people could just give you what you wanted. So if you had to work but didn't need the money, there you go. Wait, what is in your fridge right now? Food. What kind of question is that? Question 3, what is in your fridge right now? Liquid. Milk. Leftovers. I don't think the president has much power as you think they do. Well, I don't mean like... I'm thinking in terms of the question, if you had to work but didn't need the money, any other job would be... It wouldn't be worth it. Because the reason you'd have a job is to get the money. But if there were a job that you didn't really need money for, it would be the leader of a country. Anyways, dinner. Of course. They're currently making 9 different builds for Bloodborne. Bloodborne, while it has some customization, I never found it to have enough customization, you know? Should I actually have the website up here? You know what? There you go. Yeah, literally number 3. What is in your fridge right now? Yeah, Bloodborne, what can you make? You can make a blood tinge build. You can make a strength build. What was the other one? Dex? I don't think it's called Dex in the game. Not dexterity. Something else. Anyway, number 4. If you were home on a rainy Sunday afternoon, what movie would you most want to see on television? On a rainy Sunday afternoon. Sunday. So, right before the weekday. It's raining. It's the afternoon. What movie would I want to see? I mean, I guess I might as well just pick one of my favorite movies. Maybe... what movie? Probably V for Vendetta. You ever watch that movie? It's based off the graphic novel. The comic book. That the original creator hates the movie because the Wachowski brothers, the creators of The Matrix, made the movie. And the creator of the original comic hates the movie. He despises it. But pretty much he despises any take on his work that isn't his own. In fact, he may even hate his own work. He's just an angry person. I don't fault him for it. But I mean, yeah. Number 5. I might as well just not write the script right now. I'm just reading off the questions and answering them. Where do you not mind waiting? What? In some places the waiting is the best part. Where do you not mind waiting? Well, I wouldn't say the bathroom because that would be awful. Where would I not mind just sitting there waiting my turn? I'm typically a pretty patient person. I could wait pretty much anywhere. Like if I'm sitting in a doctor's office or a dentist's office, I'll just be sitting there just minding my own business, just waiting for my turn. But where would I mind not waiting? Generally for me, if it's in line for something that I would want, I don't mind waiting because I know that I'm going to get it eventually. So I would say like in line for something like, I don't know, a game or something that just comes out at midnight or something. But I've never done that. I've never stayed up past midnight in a line waiting for something to release. I've never done that. So I wouldn't know, but I guess that would be the time that I wouldn't mind waiting. If you could close one fast food chain due to disgusting food, what would you pick? I would pick... Okay. Don't get mad at me, food chain. I went to a Jim's Razorback Pizza, which is a restaurant chain in Arkansas. I don't know if it's anywhere else, but I mean, we're home of the Razorbacks, so Jim's Razorback Pizza seems like an Arkansas-only chain. We went into one of their places, and holy shit. Grease everywhere. Flies everywhere. The whole place seems like it was run down. There was like, it seemed like there was like tiles just coming off the floor and the ceiling. We sat down and the pizza that we were given, I lifted up by the crust and all the toppings just came off. Like it didn't drip off or anything. It just like that. I was just holding crust. It was awful. It was really bad. So if I could shut down a fast food chain, it would be that. Oh, that's not fast. Would you call that fast food? I mean, it was kind of fast. That would be one place that I would shut down. I guess if you want to get more technical, maybe... I don't know. I never really had any good food at Burger King. Aside from their chicken. Which is weird because they're Burger King. But I like their chicken fries the best. I don't know, every time I've gotten a burger at Burger King, it's always been like stale tasting. Not taste. No. It has like a stale texture to it. Like it's not fresh at all. It's just like it's been sitting out in the air for a while. Yeah. If you could disinvent one thing, what would it be? Disinvent, is that a word? What invention has caused the most misery? If you could disinvent one thing. Ooh, that's tough, but maybe like I'm gonna go with the easy answer and say like bombs, like nuclear bombs, atomic bombs, just bombs in general. But I don't know how that would impact the world. Plus, it could just be reinvented. What kind of question is this? If you could disinvent one thing, it'd just be reinvented again. But I guess like nuclear bombs would be one of the best answers. Number 8, if you could be a member of any TV sitcom family, which would it be? Ooh. I don't watch many sitcoms. But, I don't watch many sitcoms. Maybe, like, since I know them the best, I would want to be in That 70s Show. Be a member of Eric's family, but, even then, I may not want to. Because I know how that family is. But I don't know. Plus, it takes place in the 70s, and I don't know if I want to live in the 70s. Well, it doesn't say I have to be in the time era that the sitcom was. So could it be like that family in the future? Anyway. Number 9. What would be the best thing about not having a sense of smell? Nothing. Except for like maybe you can finally work in like a sewage treatment plant and not vomit everywhere. That would probably be the best thing, not having to smell any disgusting things. But I would rather have a sense of smell than not. That's not necessarily something that you would want. And everyone's gone. Great. Back to writing my script. Oops. Reveal what the script is. Let's go back to this. There we go. I'll just wait for everyone to come back. Unless you guys are still here. And Twitch is just being crazy and telling me that I have no viewers. I don't know what I want to make this video. I'm contemplating whether or not I want to make it super serious or super hilarious. And those two things would not mix. And I seem to be going back and forth while I'm writing it, so it's kind of messing up my writing. I don't want to put that. I'm working on my script. Now that we have one viewer again, I can continue with the questions. In case you missed it, question number 9. What would be the best thing about not having a sense of smell? It'd be not smelling bad things. But there are a lot more downsides to not having a sense of smell than upsides. That being, you would not be able to taste anything. And you would not be able to smell anything good. So, yeah, the best thing about not having a sense of smell, you would not want to have a sense of smell in the first place. Number 10. Would you leave your hometown forever or stay in your hometown forever? I could stay. I could give or take that. I mean, if I were to leave, I'd want to go somewhere I'd want to go, like maybe I'd want to live in Japan. I've been trying to learn some Japanese. I've been slacking on that though. I need to pick that back up. But I mean, I could give or take it. I don't mind living here. A lot of people give Arkansas a bad rap. Let me pull up the website again. There we go. A lot of people give Arkansas a bad rap, you know. They say it's super boring. There's nothing to do here, which is true. It's fine. But I don't mind it. I stay inside all the time anyway. So what's the difference? If I move to Japan, I'll just be sitting inside all day anyway. There's no difference. Number 11. When scrolling through social media, do you prefer posts from celebrities or from your best friends? Do I have to choose either? I don't listen to celebrities, and I don't have many friends. I'd say... I mean, social media that I usually read are just from people that I don't know personally, but I like what they have to say. I trust them even though they don't know me. And I don't know them personally. So I'd say neither. Is there an app that you hate but use anyways? Twitter. No. I don't necessarily hate Twitter. I hate the people on Twitter. Not Twitter itself, though. Well, actually, no. That's not true. I guess Twitter. Not because the UI is bad, but because I just don't like Twitter. Oh, we're moving on. 13 random funny questions to ask. Oh, this should be fun. 13. If you could only speak one word today, what would you say? If I could only speak one word, does that mean that I could speak it multiple times, or does it just mean I can only say one word for today? If you could only speak one word today. Okay, so it's just one word today. Then decide. Let them decide them, make them live by it for 10 minutes. What? Maybe I could answer both questions. If I can only say one word for the entire day, I guess I would have to maybe answer a question. So maybe choose between no or yes depending on a question that I'm asked. Because usually I tend to... If it's only speak, I could write down anything that I want. So I mean, I don't even need to do that. I could just pick something silly to say, like kumquat. I open up the stream and I go, kumquat. And that'll be the stream. That'll be the stream for the day. Welcome to the kumquat stream. Squeam. Now, if I can only speak one word and only use that word for the whole day, it would probably be, no. Just keep saying no. That seems like a good word to choose. And if you... Oh, wait, no. Yes. Yes, because if I wanted to say no, I would just not say anything. Or maybe shake my head back and forth like, no. Without saying no. See, I'm thinking smart. I'm thinking outside the box. Number 14. What's the stupidest thing you've done because someone dared you to? I don't usually do stupid things because somebody just like dared me to. So I don't think I could answer this question. I don't remember ever being dared to do something and doing it. Yeah, I play it too safe to be tricked into doing something like this. Everyone's got a great story. You've obviously never met me. Number 15. What is the stupidest thing you've done on your own free will? I've done things that I don't want to mention. And you don't want to know. stupidest thing that I've done on my own free will? I can't really think of anything. Let's see. What is something stupid that I've done? On my own free will. By that phrasing, it sounds like it wants something like, I know that it was a stupid thing to do and I chose to do it. Instead of something that I didn't think was stupid until... I don't know. I typically don't think of stupid things to do and then do them either. Skip that for now. Number 16. If you could lock up one person in a mental institution, who would it be? Oh. Do I want to answer this? If I could lock up one person in a mental institution. Wow. Maybe like... that lady that screamed up to the heavens when Donald Trump was elected president. There we go. Like, you know that meme? That lady that's just like screaming up into the air when Donald Trump's elected president? Like, it doesn't even matter what political alignment you are. If somebody's screaming up into the air because they didn't get their way, just because somebody they didn't like was elected as president, yeah. Number 17. What part of your body could use a little lotion? What are we talking about here? Oh, the possible answers to this one. No, I'd probably say the bottom of my feet. They get pretty dry. They're kind of dry right now, yep. There's a little bit of dried skin on there. Put a little bit of lotion on there. But I mean, I'm white, so I don't use lotion. Ayo. What part of the human face is your favorite? Like, sounds like something a cannibal would ask to another cannibal. Like, what part of the human face is your favorite? Which tastes the best? What part of the human face is my favorite? Am I gonna wear someone else's face? Am I gonna find someone who has that part of them that I like and wear their face over mine? What part of the human face is your favorite? I guess I'm just gonna have to say the eyes, because they're the most expressionful part of the face, and they also have the most color. They have the... you could tell so much about a person just by looking at their eyes. Number 19. Do you dance crazy when no one is looking? Who wrote this? Is this some like overseas website whose second language is English? I have no idea, but do you dance crazy when no one is looking? Do I just do crazy dances when no one's looking? I mean, I think I've done it before, but only a couple times. I don't do it all the time. It's pretty much a, I don't know, spur of the moment thing. Number 20. What was the best thing before sliced bread? I'd assume it would be unsliced bread, because before that would be no bread, and who would want that? A world without bread? So I guess before sliced bread would just be bread. I guess that'd be before knives were invented. Couldn't slice your bread, you just had to eat it whole. Number 21. If you could wedgie any historical figure, who would you pick? Ooh. If I could just wedgie anyone. You know, some people would be like, I'd wedgie Hitler because Hitler was a bad dude, but you know he could just have you killed, right? Like, that's... I don't know if you'd necessarily want to choose that. I'd want to wedgie, like... This is gonna sound bad, but... I think it'd be kind of fun to wedgie Stephen Hawking. Let's move on. Wait. The mental image of Hitler with a wedgie is enough to justify this question. I wouldn't be the one to want to do that. Not because I wouldn't want to, but because you wouldn't really get much from it. Number 22. How come you never read about a psychic winning the lottery? Because why would a psychic want money? You know, they're psychic. They could just do whatever the hell they want. They don't need money. They could just go out and they could foresee getting free things and it'll be given to them. What use would they need for money? And it'd just be giving out. They want people to think that they are fake so that they could do the real shit to themselves and become super rich. I mean, how do you think they have their own stores, their own setups? Where did they get the money for that? They had to get it from somewhere, right? Well, obviously they're not getting paid from people who think that they're fake. Somebody's giving them money. And the thing is, they're getting free money from their own fortunes that they give themselves to get free money for themselves. Number 23. How many pennies would fit into this room? What room? Pilot Penny start speculating. What room? My room? Oh dear, that'd be a lot. How many... Hey guys, how many pennies would fit in my room? I have like one of those canted ceilings, you know, that go up to a point like that. Oh dear. Hundreds of thousands? Perhaps. I don't know about a million. I don't know. But I mean, pennies are kind of small. But if you get a group of them together, that's tough. That's a tough question. Number 24. You've been given an elephant. Oh, thank you. You can't get rid of it. Oh. What would you do with it? If I'm giving an elephant and I can't get rid of it, I mean, just train it and ride it. Be like one of those elephant riders, you know? From, like, ancient, was it the Macedonians? No, not the Macedonians. Did the Macedonians have elephant riders? No, they didn't have elephants. Ah, who am I thinking of? Persian? Persian elephant riders. Just ride your elephant everywhere. Take it to the store. You know how many groceries you could throw on top of an elephant? How much weight an elephant can carry? Quite a bit. Hell, you could build like a small house on top of the elephant and just take your home everywhere. You could live on top of the elephant. That's truth right there. What's the wildest thing you've ever done in a hotel room? Jump on the bed for a bit? What else would I do in a hotel room? You think I'm getting crazy with a woman every night? No. The wildest thing you've ever done in a hotel room. Wildest thing. I throw parties in hotel rooms is what I do. I rent out a hotel room and just invite everyone over. 10 random would you rather questions. Okay. Here we go. We're starting to get into the juicy things now. Number 26. Would you rather be trapped in an elevator full of men with BO or 3 soaked dogs? The dogs. Because I've smelled my own BO. I smelled other people's BO. And I tell you, I think I'd rather smell 3 soaked dogs. Because at least I could kind of get used to that. Than the BO. Oh, it's full of men. It's not even 3 men. It's full of men with BO. No, yeah. 3 soaked dogs. Definitely. 100%. Chalk me up for the soaked dog club. It's a tough call that no one wants to make. I can make it. Soaked dogs. Number 27. Would you rather live permanently in a roller coaster park or a zoo? Live permanently. Does that mean that I will never get in trouble for anything that I do there? Because if I'm permanently living there, then I couldn't be like taken to jail. Because then it wouldn't be permanently living in the zoo or roller coaster park unless there is a jail in the zoo. Could you imagine if I were arrested in a zoo and I'd just be thrown into like captivity in the zoo along with the other animals? And here we have the man who used to live in this zoo, the homeless man, but he was thrown in this small little cell recently because he tried to eat another one of the attractions. If I had to permanently live in one, I mean... I would say... the... zoo. Because at least in the zoo you have a lot more diversity when it comes to atmosphere, when it comes to roaming around. Whereas in a roller coaster park, I mean, the rides wouldn't be on forever. They'd like close down and whatnot. Then you'd just be living in an abandoned roller coaster park until it reopens. Whereas with a zoo, I mean, there's still gonna be animals there. They don't like move the animals away from the zoo until the zoo reopens and then move them back. The animals are still there. Plus, I mean, if you ever do start running out of food, there are animals that you can eat. So yeah, the zoo sounds like the better choice there. Number 28. Would you rather look like a potato or feel like a potato? I already feel like a potato, so I'm gonna go with that. Although I'm sure some people would argue that I look like a potato too. I would say feel like one. What does a potato even feel like? It's kind of squishy. Well, no, not really. It's kind of... How do you describe the feeling of a potato? It's like rough and smooth at the same time, with bumps and curves. It's a very curvaceous potato. You just rub it down with oil. And then the music cut off because even the music was like, what? No, YouTube. Why are you pausing it? I'm not finished listening to you. There's a reason why I have you in the background. Continue. Yes. Thank you. Number 29. You're in a circus. Okay. Would you rather be the person with their head inside the lion's mouth, or get shot out of the cannon? The cannon. Because I feel like there'd be better safety measures with a cannon than putting your head into the mouth of a lion. Unless it was a fake lion, but I doubt it. So I'd rather be shot out of the cannon. Land on one of those large padded mattresses. Number 30. Would you rather never be able to express yourself accurately or always have to say the exact truth? I'm guessing I have the choice to not speak. That's what I'm assuming with all these. Like, if I didn't have to speak, I wouldn't. But sometimes you have to say things, and would I rather be able, never be able to express myself accurately, or always have to say the exact truth? I would say the truth, because again, it's like that previous question. Which one was it? If I could say one word for the day, what would it be? If I wanted to not say anything about it, then I would just keep my mouth shut. But if I wanted to talk about something, if I wanted to talk about something, I'd want to be able to say the truth anyway. So I'm gonna go with always have to say the truth. Number 31. Would you rather be able to copy and paste in real life or undo in real life? Ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh. I'm guessing it's not like just 2D, right? Like I'm not just copy pasting picturesque views and just making art out of it. I'm assuming like I can copy paste my mouse and just have two working mice. Or undo. I'd say copy paste. Because I could imagine myself, like if you could copy paste anything, you could rule the world with your ability to copy paste things. I mean, you could undo, fine. You could do something, whatever you want, but then you'd have to undo it. But you're still limited to the amount of things that you could do as a person. Whereas if you could copy paste anything, you could eventually get up to the point where you rule the world and you just be able to do anything anyway. Who cares if it's something bad or not? You could just copy paste something to get rid of the problem. What would be the point of undoing? I don't know. I feel like copy paste would be a much better choice than undo. Let's see, number 32. Would you rather keep your current sleep schedule or hibernate for 3 months and have 9 months of 24/7 alertness without being tired? I'm assuming during that hibernation I won't die of dehydration or hunger. As long as I keep myself prepared for it. Or would I rather keep my current sleep schedule? I would rather sleep. I'd rather hibernate for 3 months than come back with 9 months of 24/7 alertness. That sounds much better. If only humans could do that. That sounds like the best course of action. Hold on. Okay. That sounds like the absolute best course of action for the human race. Number 33. Would you rather have a permanently clogged nose, or a piece of green food always stuck in your teeth? Clogged nose. Because at least with a green piece of food, you wouldn't have to live with it. Like, if somebody has a piece of food stuck in their mouth, they don't always know. And there's always somebody else who has to point it out to you, like, hey, you got something stuck in your teeth. But if you already know that there's a green piece of food stuck in your teeth, you could just go around, and when you first meet people, be like, hey, oh, by the way, don't say anything. I know there's a green piece of food stuck in my mouth. It's permanently there. You can try to get it off if you want, but it will not come off. It is permanently there. Whereas if you have a permanently clogged nose, you have to live with that clogged nose, like, feeling it. Like, it would be impossible to live with that, I feel. Like, oh. Everyone's had a clogged nose before. You know the feeling of having a clogged nose. I mean, having a clogged nose, you wouldn't be able to smell anything either. It'd just be like, the other question that we had before. uh, uh, what would be the best thing about losing your sense of smell? Like, there wouldn't be a good thing about it, except for, like, not being able to smell bad things. But you'd lose not only the ability to smell good things, but also your ability to taste, because those two are intertwined. Go ahead, check it out. Hold your nose and eat something. You would not be able to taste anything. Number 34. Would you rather be able to breathe underwater or have the agility of a cat? Agility of a cat. Like, I know the earth is mostly made of water, but having the agility of a cat, being able to move accurately, like, perfectly through the cityscape. I mean, being able to breathe underwater is cool and all, but what are you going to do? You don't have the ability to, like, swim like a fish. You're just going to walk under the water? Good. You're going to get lost. Good job. I mean, you can start building anything under there? What are you, a carpenter? You're going to build yourself a fortress under the water? Yeah, good luck with that. But if you had the agility of a cat, you could, like, fall out of a tree, land on your feet, and not have any injuries. You could jump from rooftop to rooftop without missing. I'm guessing with agility, you'd also have flexibility. Being able to fit into tight spaces. I mean, yeah, give me the agility of a cat. Especially with how big I am. Number 35. What makes someone a hero? To quote Skillet, a hero's not afraid to give his life. A hero's gonna save me just in time. That's my answer. Someone who saves someone in time and is not afraid to give their life. There you go. Number 14. So, if somebody isn't risking their life... Well, I wouldn't say that. Somebody who saves others' lives is a hero. Number 14. Or, not number 14. 14 random questions to ask a girl. Oh. So wait, could I answer these? Jess, are you here? I guess I could answer some of these, like number 36. How's this a girl question? If you inherited a private jet from a stranger, what would you do with it? Find out where she would go if money and time was no object. I mean, I would answer this. If you inherited a private jet from a stranger, what would you do with it? Go to Japan. Well, actually, no. I'd have to pay for fuel too, wouldn't I? I'd have to be able to pay for this, although it says here, if money and time were no object. But why wouldn't you put that in the question? That seems like an important thing to note. But if money and time were no object, go to Japan. I've always wanted to go there. I don't know how they'd feel about me, but I'd love to go there. Number 37. What are you freakishly bad at? Not being lazy. Number 38. What's something you've tried that you'll never, ever try again? Oh. Ooh. That's a good one. I know there are some things, I'm trying to think of some. One of the big things I'm thinking about is a bean burrito. I hate beans. I really hate beans. Beans. It's like it's like I'm Anakin Skywalker and the beans have the texture of sand, you know? And it's like having a mouthful of just strangely like wet but not wet sand with this strange taste to it. So really just any beans. Anything with beans I don't like. I'll never try beans again. Number 39. What are the qualities you really enjoy in a friend? Someone that you can tell anything to, and they will keep your secrets. That's like the best quality in a friend that I know. If you can tell them your deepest, darkest secrets and they keep those secrets, that is probably the best friend you will ever have. That is the best friend you will ever have. No question. Find you someone that will keep all of your secrets and will listen to everything that you have to say. Number 40. In what situation or place would you feel the most out of place in? A party. I am not a party person. I am not a be loud, go crazy, dance the night away sort of person. If I would be in a party, I would be at the edge of all the action, sitting in a chair not doing anything, or I'd be outside in the cold, in the dark, sitting like on the steps up to the building that the party's being hosted in, and just sitting there for hours waiting until the party's over and it's time to leave. That would be me. I do not feel comfortable at parties unless it's a party of people that I know and we are doing something that we all enjoy. And if it's no larger than, like, I don't know, say 8 people, 8, 9, 10 people. Maybe not that much. Maybe 8 max. Number 41. Would you rather have unlimited sushi for life or unlimited tacos for life? Well, I've never had sushi, so I wouldn't be able to go off on that. Tacos, on the other hand, if it's the tacos my family makes, then I'd 100% be on board. Unlimited tacos for life? Hell yes. Give me those every day, forever. I would eat unlimited tacos, as long as it's my family tacos. Number 42. What's an ideal Christmas / holiday for you? Getting what I want, and then going and then secluding myself and just using what I got. Like, yay, got a video game for Christmas. I'm gonna go seclude myself and play it now. That is an ideal Christmas. I mean, yay. Oh, and also unwrapping gifts with the family. You unwrap gifts with the family and then seclude yourself. That is an ideal Christmas. Number 43. What's a common thing that you think about when you're alone? This is literally too difficult to answer because I think about anything and everything all the time, and I usually am just sitting alone, streaming or making videos, playing games, watching YouTube, anything of the sort. I'm constantly in my head thinking about things. But what is a common thing that I think about? I think about politics all the time. I don't want to get too far into it, but politics is a very common thing that pops up because, I mean, it's topical. Politics are always on the menu. So I'm usually thinking about politics. Number 44. What is the most difficult challenge thus far in your life? Trying to figure out what the hell I want to be. I mean, even ever since I was little, I've been asked, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't. I'm not necessarily the best at everything. The things that I am the best at are one, writing, and two, I don't even know what to say, philosophizing, being a philosopher. And even then, what kind of job has those two things? I mean, writing, I'm not even sure if I'm that good at it. I mean, I've been told everything that I've written so far, and I've posted things online for people to read. I've been told that my writing is excellent. But I don't know. I just don't know. I've like asked myself like, what do you want to do? And I've said, well, I want to be an entertainer of sorts. Like, okay, what kind of entertainer? I don't know. I've wanted to write books. I've wanted to write movies. I wanted to make music. I've wanted to make videos on YouTube. I've wanted to stream. I just wanted to entertain people. So, what do I do? You know, I stream right now, and it seems like a lot of the time I'm not being entertaining enough. Like, I'm telling myself, like, you're not being entertaining enough. Try to be more entertaining. And then I start flubbing a lot more. Like, a lot of the words just don't come out of my mouth, and I just don't know what to say. And I'm like, I don't know. So I guess the most difficult challenge in my life has been that, you know? Not knowing anything about myself. Number 45. If you could change one thing about your upbringing, what would it be? I don't know. I would say giving myself a better work ethic would be a good thing. Like if I were raised, like, you know how a lot of kids would get an allowance for doing chores? I never got that. I would just be told to, like, once I became a teenager, I was just told to do chores. I don't remember ever getting an allowance. My grandparents every now and then would just give me money. But that would be it. So maybe just having a better work ethic would be what I would change with my upbringing. Number 46. When you are old, what do you think children will ask you to tell stories about? What? When you are old, what do you think children will ask you to tell stories about? Okay, so I guess not necessarily my children, just children in general. What would children, they'd probably ask me about the great meme wars. Grandpappy, did you fight in the meme wars? No, I actually didn't. But I was there when it happened. No, I don't know. They'd probably ask me about, if anything, the coronavirus. Oh, they'd probably ask me, what was it like having Donald Trump as president? Number 46, or 47. When things break, do you prefer to fix them or replace them? I would love to fix them, but I don't have the tools to. If I had the tools, like a lot of things that break would be electronic. I mean, I could easily fix anything that's not electronic. Just get some glue, glue it on there, done. If I had a soldering gun, I mean, I think we do have a soldering gun actually. If I had everything set up where I wanted it to be, I would fix things rather than replace them. If I couldn't fix them, then I'd replace them. So I guess I'd rather fix them first than replace them. Hey Cheesy, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Time for the most important question. What's your class spec? What's your class spec? What? I don't know what that is. Explain. Cheesy. Tell me what that is. We're still on questions for women, right? 14 random questions to ask a girl. How are any of these for a girl? Cheesy, if you inherited a private jet from a stranger, what would you do with it? And also, what are you freakishly bad at? Because that's what you ask a girl. What are you freakishly bad at, you freak? I don't even know what a class spect. Where were we? Oh yeah, would you rather have unlimited sushi for life or unlimited tacos? Where were we? 48? What product would you seriously stockpile if you found out they weren't going to sell it anymore? Legos. If I somehow discovered that one day the Lego company were just like, you know what, we're not making Legos anymore. Have fun. I would be stockpiling Legos like crazy. You're freakishly bad at understanding non-asexuals. Wait, what? Cheesy. Are you asexual? And do you have a bad time at understanding non-asexuals? Definitely sushi. I said tacos because they've never had sushi. Number 49. Do you recycle? Yes, if I can. Yeah, get it, can. But I guess right now, no? That's a tough question. I mean, I do, yeah. 13 random questions to ask a guy. Okay, here we go. Finally, questions that I am legally allowed to answer. You need to sell the jet because maintenance would be super expensive. Oh, I forgot to point out, it says right below the question, without it being in the question, find out where she would go if money and time was no object. Whoever made this questionnaire is terrible, and I'm pretty sure that English is their second language. So if money and time were no objects. But yes, I would say the same thing if money and time were an object. I would sell the plane too. Definitely Ireland. I said Japan. But I'd have to finish learning Japan first. Number 50. What's the best on-screen bromance? Why would you ask a guy this? Hey bro, what's your favorite bromance, bro? Learning Japan. I've been trying to learn Japanese, but every time I try to learn Japanese, I always give up on it. Like I'll learn a bit of it, and then I will immediately forget. Well, not immediately. I'll learn a bit of it, and then I'll stop learning it for a while. Then I'll forget. Then I'll just not learn it for months, and then I'll get back to trying to learn it. And then I would stop, and then I would forget everything, and then I wouldn't go back to learning it for months, and then the cycle would repeat and repeat and repeat. You just need a routine that goes for learning any language. Yeah, I know. But the problem is, as I've said, I gave up on it, and then I get back to it, and then I give up on it. You can't really have a routine if you're too lazy to keep the routine up. Best on-screen bromance. Best on-screen bromance. I don't know. His choice will tell you what he finds most fulfilling in male relationships. What? Oh, you're supposed to be asking me these questions, Cheesy. Cheesy, ask me what my best on-screen bromance is. Or ask me what the best on-screen bromance is. And then my choice will tell you what I find most fulfilling in male relationships. I don't know. No. You have to do it, Cheesy. You have to be the one to ask me, because I can't ask myself this question. These are 13 random questions to ask a guy. can't think of a bromance. I don't watch bro movies. What do you mean by bromance? Do you mean just like friendships between guys? Because I could think of some, or do you mean like bro as in like dude bro? Like, hey dude bro, watch me chug this beer. Like that. I know what it is. It's Midoriya and Todoroki. I don't know those characters. Wait, I've heard those names before. What are those from? I don't know. I can't think of any bromances. So we'll just skip that one. Bromance. Number 51. What is your favorite type of workout? Why are these guy questions? Just look it up. You have tabs. I don't... Alright. I'm closing the display though. I don't want anything bad to pop up just in case. Oh. That's why I know the names. Yep. Alright. Of course. My Hero Academia. I'd never watched that. But of course I know it from memes and whatnot. Doesn't seem like my kind of show. Should I watch My Hero Academia? I mean, I don't want to, but if somebody wants me to, I will. It doesn't seem like my kind of anime is like I'm more on the lines of a psychological thriller type of anime instead of shonen. Like I like Death Note, Code Geass, Steins Gate, Elfen Lied. Don't laugh at me for that one. Elfen Lied's a good anime. My favorite type of workout. What workout? I guess sit-ups, because I can actually do them. You are American. It was made based on American comics, so watch My Hero. I mean, I could, yeah. I guess. I guess it's something. Oh, you gotta go? Okay. Thanks for stopping by, Cheesy. I guess sit-ups. I mean... Yeah, sit-ups. Here's your two. If your food is bad at a restaurant, would you say something? I just leave. There'd be no reason. If they could mess up your food, no matter what it is, it's not worth eating there. Like, that is just awful. Oh, I have a story. A McDonald's story. I mean, it's not a restaurant, it's a fast food place, but... One time I went to McDonald's to order food. I got a kid's meal. This is when I was younger. Got a kid's meal. Took out my burger, took a bite in it. And I felt my teeth hit something. It was weird. I couldn't finish biting through it. So I started pulling out, and something was like pulling the burger along with it. And it was like across my mouth. I could feel it go all the way like under, between all my teeth and to the edges of my mouth. And I kept pulling until eventually it came out. And I took it out. And it was plastic wrapping from the burger. They didn't take it off the patty before putting it on the buns. And it wasn't even like underneath or on top of the burger. It was between the it was like in the patty that the plastic wrapping was. Now don't take my word for it, because it could have been a dream. It happened so long ago when I was very young. I can't fully remember everything from back then. but I do remember that happening. It was either a dream or it was true. I'm not certain, but it's just something that I had to share. 53. How often do you look at your phone every day? Well, I guess I actually look at it every day for an hour or so. I'd say somewhere around an hour a day. Like 30 minutes at night and 30 minutes in the morning. 54. Describe your life using one word. Fuck. Number 55. Have you ever cried at a movie? At a movie? Like at a movie theater? Or do you mean like at like just watching a movie? Because of a movie. Oh. Have you ever cried at a movie? I've shed tears from video games. I don't remember if I've ever cried during a movie. I don't think I have. Unless I was like a baby. Like a toddler and I dropped my binky and I cried. My pacifier. I don't know. I've never like full on started bawling in a movie. That's not something that I usually do. Number 56. Who from your past do you really wish you'd stayed in contact with? Oh. Recently I did have a bit more... I did re-establish contact with an old friend. He didn't say much, but he did reach out to me and I reached back to him. He hasn't said anything since, but... I guess I do technically stay in contact with him, even if it was that small time recently. I will say that I do wish I stayed in contact with my PlayStation friends. Back in the past, during the PlayStation 3 days, I played Battlefield 4. Back when Battlefield 4 first came out, I got it. Actually, no. I got it when the first... No, when did I get it? Can't even remember now. I remember having, like... No. I could just want I had all the DLC for it. But I can't remember now. I think I bought the China Rising... Hold on. I think I have like the China Rising edition of Battlefield 4, which gave me China Rising DLC for free. And I would play that. And I met some guys on there. And eventually, they ended up asking me to join their clan on the game. And I was like, hell yeah, I'd love to. And together we destroyed everyone on that game. We were the #1 PS3 Battlefield 4 Rush clan on the entire game. And we went up against the #1 Conquest clan on that game. And we had so much fun together, you wouldn't believe. We were so good that we didn't even need to talk tactics while we were playing. We would just be talking about just random shit. And if we needed anything, we'd just say, hey, can you put a beacon down? Sure. Alright. Boom, beacon down. We just continue talking about random shit. And they're like, hey, there's a tank at A. Got it. C4. Boom. Didn't need to say anything else. We already knew that if we mentioned something, a teammate would be like, gotcha. They'd go over there, take care of it. Wouldn't have to say anything else about it. Hey, Roger, what's up? First question, how are you today, Tallies? I am pretty good, pretty good. I'm starting to, I've been writing a script for a YouTube video that I've been wanting to make recently. I started it yesterday. I'm still making it today. When there's nobody watching the stream, I go back to typing it up. And in the meantime, while there's people here to listen, I will answer these questions that I found randomly online by people that seem to be from a foreign country who speak English as a second language. And we're just having fun over here. We're just relaxing and chilling. Even though my throat's starting to hurt talking too much. Yeah, I am pretty good today. How are you? But yeah, I'd really wish I'd stayed in contact with those guys that I played Battlefield 4 with. Ever since I got a PC and started PC gaming, I lost contact with everyone from PlayStation. And it makes me really sad when I think about it. Because those guys, they were some of the best friends that I had. And the leader of that clan, he was one of the nicest guys I ever met. But he got things done. He was really nice. He's like one of those guys, he's like the boss that, you know, he'll tell you to get to work, but then he'll shoot the shit with you all day, you know what I mean? Like, he'll have fun with you. Like, as you're working and having fun. He'll be that kind of boss that'll, like, come up right beside you and start working alongside you as you're working, and will start talking to you, you know? That seemed like the kind of guy he was. I miss him. I miss everyone from there. After 100 hours in RimWorld, I have reached my technologically most advanced colony yet. Good. Did you play with mods or not? Because if you reach your most advanced colony, you need mods to increase that further. Number 57. When you meet someone you're attracted to, what do you first notice about them? That's a tough question because it depends. It really depends. Like, if they have just like, hold on. Yes, continue watching, please. Keep the music going. It really depends because anyone could have anything on them that could pop out, you know, like really, like if they're wearing bright colors, the first thing that pop out are those bright colors. Like if they're wearing like a neon yellow shirt, of course that shirt's going to be the first thing to pop out at you. If they're wearing just plain stuff, but their eyes are pure blue, you notice their eyes first. If their hair is multicolored, you notice their hair first. So this is a difficult question to answer. And you can't really answer it. How would you answer this question? When you meet someone you're attracted to, what do you first notice about them? Someone that I'm attracted to. I guess if it's asking like, if it's the girl of your dreams, like you already know what they look like, what would be the first thing that you notice about them being the girl of your dreams? The first thing I would notice is probably the hair. Because I've got a thing for girls with short hair. I at least want to attempt. I still want to attempt to at least escape from the rim in semi-vanilla first. That's what I tell myself all the time. I don't mod games first. I play it vanilla first. The thing is, I've made it to the point where I had like parts of the rocket built, but I never launched off the planet. I just called it done. Like, okay, this is the furthest I've ever reached. I'm done with this colony. I'm gonna play something else now. Reacting to videos? Well, not right now. I mean, if you want to suggest something to react to, I might. But I was really just... The purpose of the stream was to continue writing a script that I was writing for a YouTube video that I was going to make. And in the meantime, I was going to answer questions, whether from you guys or from this website that I found. Can you suggest a 40-second clip? Go ahead. Don't... don't put the link in the chat because it will be deleted automatically. That's just how I have the bot set up. You can, like, not make it a link on Whisper, sure. Whisper would probably work better. Let me go to Twitch. Let's see, what's the next question? Number 58, do you have tattoos? No. That was an easy one. Number 59, what do you think about clowns? They're alright. Oh, alright. Let me do it. Is your name just... Hold on. I don't know. There you go. Hope I sent it to the right person. You support Sophia. It is Slim and Sophia Albahir. What is your name on Twitch? Was that you? Okay. What do you think about clowns? Are alright? Did I shave my head myself? I had a little help. I mean, I could easily just run a razor down here, but getting the back of the neck and like trimming down what's left, kind of need a little help with that. Other than that, it's pretty simple. Number 60. You sent it? Alright. Of course, it's a TikTok. Alright. Let's see. Sound on. I'll turn it up halfway. I assume this is it, yeah? Is this it? Just to be sure. Yes, okay.
Who made the first move? Who's a better kisser? Who's smarter? Who works harder? Who's always right? Who's gonna make more money? Who wants to get married first? Who's funnier? Who wants more kids? Who wears the pants? Who needs the most attention? Who's more likely to get away with murder? Who's most athletic? Who buys better gifts? Who texts first in the morning? Who's more attractive? Who's the most adventurous? Who's hornier? Who wears the pants?
They didn't answer that last question. I'd kind of like to know. Who is the most hornier? Do we ever get that answer? Sophia, do we ever get that answer? No, it wasn't bad. Anyway. I don't watch TikToks. But it wasn't bad. If you had all the money in the world, what would be the first thing you'd buy? The world. If I had all the money, I would buy the world. Actually, if you had all the money, it would depreciate in value since they would have a different currency since you have all of the funding. Me as a bisexual, I get horny from everything human or demi-human. What about non-human though? That's the question. You ever heard of the Harkness test? Number 61. Who gives you the courage to try new things? A friend of mine. Even then, I don't always try new things. 62. Oh, I need to turn music back on. There we go. 62. Are you willing to give the shirt on your back to someone who needs it the most? Yeah. Honestly, wait, just my shirt? Do I have to give them my pants too? What about my socks? I kind of like my socks though. If I can keep my socks and underwear, sure. My shirt, fine. My pants, I have to think about it, maybe, but not my socks or underwear. Those stay on. In that bestiality, okay, let me describe that a bit more. Something sentient, which can actually consent. Yes, but just because it's not human doesn't make it an animal. It could be like, I mean, sure, it'd be more fictional, but I mean, aliens exist. They're not human, but they're sentient. Have you ever heard of the Harkness test? Hold on. Harkness test. Here it is. Can I... Where's my... What was the zoom? Whatever. So, you want to fuck a fictional creature. Give it the Harkness test first. Does it have human intelligence or greater? You can check it. Can it talk or otherwise communicate with language? You can check it. Is it of sexual maturity for its species? You can check it. If the answer to all three is yes, then you can fuck it. It's a non-human creature with sapience and all you need to have consensual sex with. If you answer no to one or more, watch out. That's bestiality. Or possibly pedophilia. Don't fuck it. And then an illustrated guide. Are you an adult? Hiss. Do you want to fuck? Gronk. No. Don't fuck it. Are you an adult? Certainly. Do you want to fuck? Of course. There you go. Not bestiality. What is this stream turned into? Takes time to copy and paste from the TikTok app. I'm not sure if I'll be reacting to TikToks like throughout this stream, but if it's something important, I might watch it. Oh, we're on the next set. 14 random questions to ask your girlfriend. If I had a girlfriend, I'd certainly ask these questions. Number 63. If you could run one business, which would it be, and how would you change it? Twitter, and I would actually allow freedom of speech on it. 64. What are you most looking forward to in the next 10 years? The zombie apocalypse. You know what's happening. Already got everything set up. We have our guns, we have our food, we have our ammo. We're just waiting for the apocalypse. And you know what's gonna happen in the next 10 years. I can feel it. Number 65. What do you wish you'd accomplished by now in life? Being at least somewhat famous. Famous enough to make money streaming on the internet. Has it happened yet? Nope. Dang. Still waiting. I think I saw this on an anime meme with the dragon replaced with a snake girl. Makes sense. It's TikToks from them, by the way. Oh, so it's only them. Just some dances, but it's cool, cute. I probably won't react to them. I might watch them at some point, but I won't be just showing them on here. Number 65. Oh, number 66. What's the craziest or most out of character thing you've ever done? That's a tough one. Because some would argue that streaming is the most out of character thing I've ever done. Because I've always been that kid that sat in the back of the class, was always quiet. I'd sit like at the corner of the cafeteria, like not even at a table, just in the corner, like by the brick wall, just sitting there with my little tray, just eating my hamburger, like just in pure silence. Nobody talking to me, nobody even looking at me, nobody acknowledging my existence. I'd just be sitting there, French fries and hamburger in hand, just no contact whatsoever. So streaming right here, talking like this, being extremely outgoing, you know, constant communication, that is completely out of character for me. You got a girlfriend, boyfriend? No. I am a straight white male. Cisgendered. I do not have a girlfriend, no. Another out of character thing I've done is, again, I've always been the quiet person. I was once approached. I've been bullied for the longest time in school. Whether it be about my ears being too big or being overweight, I've always been bullied. And because of that, I've always kept my mouth shut. I've always been quiet. Well, at some point, I was reaching a boiling point. Like, it was starting to overflow. Like, I was getting angry. I was getting anger building up in there. And so while I was out during recess in school, just walking around, I don't remember where I was going. I was just walking. And a group of students started coming by, more popular kids. And one of the girls came up to me from the group, and the group was following her. And she came up to me and she was like, "Hey, can I ask you a question?" And I was just pissed that day. I just immediately turned around and right in her face, I was just like, "No, absolutely not." And I just walked off. I wasn't taking anything that day. I did not want to deal with anyone's bullshit that day. I was just like, no. I don't care what you were going to ask me. More than likely you're going to make fun of me. I'm not taking it. I'm not even going to let you have your fun. I'm just going to say no and leave. And that's what I did. Number 67. What are you most likely to stay up all night talking about? Ooh. Video games is a good topic. Politics. I do that all the time anyway. I'll argue politics on the internet all day. That is like my favorite thing to do. I will stay up all night just talking, just typing about politics. Number 68. What do you get every time you go grocery shopping? Nothing, because we hardly have the money and we need to save it for, of course, spending on the internet, just keep in contact, groceries, like important groceries, lettuce, tomato, meat, you know, the important stuff. We don't buy like a lot of snack food. If we do, we have to buy the least expensive stuff. We don't really get a specific thing every time we go grocery shopping. Well, unless you count like meat, like hamburger meat, like lettuce, tomato, stuff like that. 69. Why? Spontaneity or stability? Stability. Excitement or steadiness. I'd rather have steadiness. Give me stability any day of the week. Spontaneousness. It might as well not even be in a relationship. Just like excitement. 24/7. All the time. That also includes like changing up your relationship all the time. And I'm not sure I'd be able to handle that. Number 70. Bro, they have no taste. You be looking cute, my man. Whoa. Thanks. You're talking to me, right? Number 70. What are you most likely to be famous for? As the man who tried becoming famous, but ultimately failed, and nobody knew about him. That's how I'll become famous. By not being famous, that's how I'll become famous. Number 71. What makes people perfect for each other? Boys, we did it. They had to ask that question. Here we go. Hold up. I got the perfect answer for this. Let me go to my Twitch real quick. We talked about this. I have my answer right here. Here we go. Where is it? That stuff's expiring. Wait, it's not on here. No! Oh, wait. It's going to be up here, isn't it? How to quantify romance with an equation. This. Okay. So. It's not very loud, is it? Mathematically. Hold on. I'll raise the volume. For some reason, it's pretty low on here. Quantify romance. Well, it'll be hard, okay, to put emotion into numbers. That's difficult. But what you can do is put it into an equation. So what you can have is, where's my mouse? Oh wow, that is tiny. Okay. So what you can have is romance. That's romance, okay? Is equal to, this is the equation part, parentheses. You gotta have, of course, you gotta have time. Time is important, alright? Then you gotta have, sorry, this is difficult to write on. It's gotta be multiply, wait, no. I don't really, well. Yeah, no, erase this here. We don't need this. Why is this so small? I need to increase the size of this. I don't remember the hotkeys for this at all. How many times do you use paint? Okay. Time multiplied by... Whoa. That's not what I wanted. What is going on? You know what? Okay. Sorry, I don't usually use paint. Who does? Why is it so thin all of a sudden? What is going on? How do you increase the size? I can't remember. Colors, size. Alright. Okay. I got it. Don't worry. I'm not a complete idiot. Yeah, I just found it. Okay. Romance equals time. Alright. Multiplied by it's similarities times sorry, this is awful. I don't have enough room. Let me start this all over again. Okay. I need more room. Romance equals time times I spelled similarities wrong. Similarities times my YouTube is linked down below. That looks awful, but that's supposed to be completeness times completeness squared divided by differences. That is the equation that I came up with. It's a rough sketch. It's not complete. But this is the equation that I came up with. Romance equals the time that the two people know each other multiplied by the similarities times the completeness squared divided by the differences. And that equals the quantifiable romance of that relationship. So if we could break it down, you can see the time. Time is, of course, the amount of time those two people have known each other. They've been together. They've been through more things than most other people. It's the amount of time the two have known each other and have interacted. That is the time for the romance. Then you have the similarities. What do I mean by similarities? Well, it's the things that the two people have in common. But it's not just like, I love the same flavor of ice cream. It's not that simple. It's the things that drive the relationship together that makes it unbreakable so it never comes apart. That is what the similarities are mean. What about the intimacy? Intimacy, Look, okay. Intimacy is an outcome of romance, not what makes the romance. Similarities are needed so that the people in the relationship can stick together and can never be pulled apart. You need the similarities because that is the glue that holds the relationship together. But like I was saying, it can't be just like we love the same flavor ice cream. It needs to be something that draws you closer together, like maybe a common goal, or maybe debatable, maybe a common goal, or something that you both love to do together. Something that really drives you closer together. Now, when I say completeness, which is multiplied by the similarities, the completeness is arguably the most important part. With the completeness is essentially differences. You need to be different in as many ways as possible in a relationship. Why? Because with differences comes the completion. You complete one another. Because with differences, you have skills and abilities that are different from your partner. Because each person has their own strengths and weaknesses. And what you need in completeness, what completeness essentially means is the strengths of one partner outweigh the negatives of the other partner. You know when people say, I feel like I could take on the world with this person, like when speaking about their partner, like, oh, when I'm with him, it feels like I could take on the world, or I feel so complete when I'm with her. That's because of that completeness. You do not feel any weakness when you are with your partner because your partner could pick up any slack that you lack. That is why it is so important, because that is what makes you stronger as a unit. That is what makes you stronger as a relationship. Now, of course, with both similarities and differences, you can have too much. If you have too many similarities, then, which I can't put into here because this is just a rough sketch of the equation, you can't have too many similarities. You get really passionate about this. That's because I've really been thinking about this. You can't have too many similarities because then you end up being too similar to one another and you don't have enough differences, and when you don't have enough differences, then you more than likely share a lot of the same weaknesses, and when it comes to those weaknesses can easily tear you apart. If you have too many differences, however, that causes right here, too much conflict. I should actually have this as conflict. I think that's supposed to be conflict, but I wrote differences instead. Just cross that out. That's supposed to be conflict. When you have too many differences, you have too much conflict. And when you have too much conflict, that really drives you apart and really negates the similarities. Which is why I had all this divided by conflict, because the more conflict you have, the more it really stresses out anything that is multiplied up here. Then you multiply all that by time, and you get the romance. So if you have two characters, two people who are too different, then it really breaks the relationship. If you have two characters that are too similar, then it really breaks the relationship. You need a good balance of all of these things. How much time they've spent, how many similarities they have, how many differences that lead to completion they have, and then you have to figure out if their differences really conflict with one another, and that equals the romance. There you go. And man, when someone subs to my YouTube channel, it pops up on stream too. There's no way you could physically pay me on Twitch because I'm not partnered. And since I'm not partnered, you can't pay me. So yeah. That was my question too. What makes people perfect for each other? That video was my answer to that question. Welcome back, Cheesy. Glad you came back to see that video is what I used to answer what makes people perfect for each other. Oh, I need to... Let's, turn that back. Get myself back over here. There we go. I recommend a song called Hurt by Oliver Tree. I could play that and see what it's like. Since I'm not even going to upload this to YouTube. Well, I don't know actually. Oh. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I turned the volume up because the volume on the clip was too low. Thank you for reminding me. And do it. I don't know. I don't know if I want to put this on YouTube or not. I mean, I'm answering some pretty good questions that people might want to know about me. Although I could do another AMA later on. That is very easy to do. I'll think about it. Both got some badge, but I'm here with a plain name. Well, I mean, be more consistent with my videos, you know, with my streams. Come by, stay quite a while, keep watching, you know. You're doing a good job right now. I'll tell you that. You're working your way up there. Just do it for a bit longer. I'll get you a cool little badge next to your name at some point. What was your favorite class in D&D? Oh, it's a good thing you mentioned that because I've been I don't play D&D. I wish I did. But I've been watching Joe Cat with his guides to D&D. He said that almost each time. Well, it's gonna take time. It takes effort. What's your favorite weapon in Bloodborne? The what was it called? Bloodhunter? The Bloodhunter scythe? Just a scythe. The scythe in general. I love scythes. They're amazing. The crap guides, yes. The crap guides of D&D, yeah. I love these videos so much. I don't know which one I'd choose though. I'd probably like to be a human bard or something, just something simple like that. When I RP, I self-insert. You know, the Blood Hunter Scythe, or whatever it's called, is DLC, right? Well, I have the DLC, so... And I'm probably thinking of the wrong weapon. Human, how boring. I bet your favorite flavor of ice cream is water too. My favorite, excuse me, my favorite flavor of ice cream is vanilla. Chill Soul Rap instrumental. What? Show us a picture of the weapon. It was Bloodborne. Was it Blood Hunter Scythe? That's what you called it. Blood Hunter Scythe. Beast Hunter Scythe. No, this isn't the weapon. Yeah, that's not it. I mean, it's a cool weapon, but that's not the one I'm talking about. The weapon that, I think you only get it after you beat the game once. Burial Blade, I think that's it. The scythe that you get. Yeah, that's it. The Burial Blade. I love scythes. They're so cool. Oh shit, the police are after me. Everyone get down. Number 72, do you ever want to just walk away from technology? Yes and no. The uncanny version is best. And yes, scythes are fucking awesome. They really are. They're so great. And if anything, if you have no enemies to fight, you can use them for gardening. You know, this is a good weapon, sword and shield. Sword and shield. The sword and shield is the best weapon, the best combination of weapons to ever exist. Hell no, Bloodborne shields your ass. That's also true. But in Monster Hunter, do I ever want to just walk away from technology? Yeah. Sometimes no. Next question. Feel the old blood. Number 73. What's the most interesting thing you've seen online this week? I saw, there was that whole drama thing with, Fitz. You know who Fitz is? He runs the podcast with Misfits. He posted videos online. Him, Swagger Souls, and the rest of them. And apparently there was recent drama between him, Call Me Carson, and this one chick, I forgot her name. This woman that Carson met, she was a streamer that had like no viewers. She was very low, and Carson decided to help her rise in the ranks, help her get viewers, and help her streaming become better all around. Eventually she got a lot more followers, she got viewers, and her and him started talking with one another. They got together, and they were together for a while. Now Carson, something you need to know, he's had depression. He's been battling depression for many months. Many months. And all he ever does is help people. He always has a kind heart. He never really wants to bash anyone. Well, eventually, him and this girl got together, and they've been together for a little bit. Well, one day, Carson said that he's just quitting. He's quitting streaming. He's quitting YouTube. He's just done. And everyone's like, what just happened? What happened? And a rumor came out that the girl, I keep forgetting her name, that he helped for the longest time and became boyfriend-girlfriend with, she cheated on him with Fitz, who was Carson's longtime friend, and they've been making videos together for a very long time. And as it recently turns out, she actually had like 4 or 5 boyfriends, and she's just been going after like big names in Twitch and streaming to get herself more clout. So that was pretty interesting thing that I saw online this week. I watched a lot of Fitz videos, so I just looked up Fitz videos, and all of a sudden I just saw all of those videos pop up about him, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? I haven't seen those videos in a while. You have no idea who I'm talking about. Don't worry, I kind of explained it. A few hours ago, I was in a PS4 party, and we were talking about religion and philosophy. Oh, I wish I was there. I would have loved to have been there. I could have talked about that for hours. Maybe even days. You know exactly who I'm talking about? Really? Well, okay then. Then you know what I'm talking about. Add you, we're gonna talk tomorrow. I don't get on my PS4 anymore. That's the thing, though. So even if I added you, I would never be on. That's the problem. Yeah. Sorry. Ever since I got a PC, that's what I was talking about before when it asked me, like, if I could go back and, like, reconnect with a friend that I had in the past or something like that, someone I lost contact with, I would want to reconnect with those friends that I made on PS4 or on PS3 before I moved to PC after getting a PS4. I lost all those friends because of that. Because I just never got on my PlayStation anymore. You got a great idea for your YouTube channel. I already have faint ideas of my YouTube channel. And I already know, like, how to make a lot of stuff. So, I mean, if you have a suggestion, go ahead and post it. I might take it up if it's not something I've already thought of before. Anyway. What makes you smile about us? What? Use this question to start a conversation about what you both like about being together. Oh. Stupid glasses. It's one thing that sucks about having glasses. Shit just gets stuck on them. Only problem, trying to find a way to make videos of Bloodborne, no cam needed. I could help you. I mean, I could do that. Well, I mean, I could stream it. I wouldn't be able to capture it, but I could stream it and then possibly upload the stream, I think, maybe. I don't know. The only problem is maybe the capture card. Give me the money and I'll buy a capture card. Then I'll stream Bloodborne as much as you want me to. Or I'll make videos of it as much as I want to. Just give me the $300 and I'll do it. What makes you smile about us? Don't ask that question to, what's her name? Captain Marvel. Who plays Captain Marvel? Why can't I remember her name? I push her out of my mind because I never want to think about her. You think I'm spending $30 on a capture card? It's, Who plays Captain Marvel? Oh, what the hell? There we go. I'm no good with names. Brie Larson. I knew that was the right answer. I just didn't want to say it. Don't ask what makes you smile to Brie Larson, because you know what she'll do. After you leave your possessions, she will steal them and then just leave with them. And she'll probably even beat you up too. Did you see that? Did you watch Captain Marvel? A guy drives up to her on a motorcycle, and he's like, he notices that she's not smiling, and he's like, hey, how about a smile? And then he just gets up and goes inside, and then Brie Larson as Captain Marvel goes over to his motorcycle and steals it. And they paint it as like this good heroic deed. And not only that, but they also released a deleted scene, and there's a reason why it's deleted. And that's because it shows Captain Marvel like fucking, I think it was like, she was like torturing the dude. Like she goes over to him and starts torturing him. Like, what the hell? He just asked you to smile. What the fuck? So if you're... Oh, I accidentally... No. So if you ever have to ask someone a question, what makes you smile about us? Don't ask that to Brie Larson. But yeah, I can't answer that question because I don't have a partner. I can say what makes me happy about myself in chat. Chat, I love you. You know that, right? I love you more than anything. And you want to know what makes me smile about us? It's the fact that 5 of you are willing to be here right now and listen to me talk nonsense, answering random questions online. And you support it. Check out Roxio Game Capture HD Pro. I love you more. No, I love you more. Excuse me, that's 116. What? What currency? I only speak, freedom currency. Not that gay. You're not that gay. Yeah, no, I only know freedom currency. Bisexual. Bisexual for you. I'm flattered. Everyone has someone that they would turn, they start questioning themselves about, you know? Everyone has that person. Like, if this person started coming on to me, ooh, you know, I'd change my sexuality. $120, you never know. Yeah, give me a sweet $120, and I'll go buy it. What's the best way to spend a rainy afternoon? Watching YouTube videos and eating pizza. There's nothing better than that. Femboys 2. Just save it up, broke boy. Save it up with what? Uh, 76. What's one difference between us that you love? Between me and chat? The fact that I can actually speak and you can't. You know, I actually love that, right? It feels like I'm the center of attention all the time. And that's all I ask for. Ask your mom for money. Ask your parents' permission before going online and buying a capture card. Playing Animal Crossing on a rainy day is better than anything. Only if it's also raining in Animal Crossing. That's when you reach peak simulation levels. Ooh, 12 random questions to ask. 12 random questions to ask to get to know someone. Here we go. Number 77. What chore do you absolutely hate doing? Steal your mom's credit card, coward. Playing Bloodborne on a rainy day with a blanket or hot cocoa. I mean, video games are pretty good. You can steal it. What chore do you absolutely hate doing? I hate doing any chore. Next question. 78. I mean, I guess doing yard work. I really hate that. Taking out the trash. I mean, I don't like doing it, but I'd rather do that than do the yard. Number 78. What's your least favorite mode of transportation? I know what you meant. My least favorite mode of transportation. Even though I've never done it, I'm gonna say flying. Because even if I did do it, I would still have a fear of crashing down somewhere. At least if you're in a boat, you have a chance to live. A much higher chance than flying thousands upon thousands of feet in the air. And then all of a sudden an engine stops and you just come barreling down towards the earth. And you just happen to be above land and not water, and you just crash down and everyone dies. Yeah, that's what I want. That's exactly what I want. Time to eat at a full meal at 3 a.m. Muslim boys rise up. Oh boy, 3 a.m. What are you, Patrick Star? Yeah, I'll never fly. I never want to fly. If anything, to get to Japan, I'll just take thousands of boats. Just line up a bunch of boats, one after the other, and I'll just walk across them to get to Japan. This song reminds me of that song from, okay, never mind. At first it reminded me of the song from, what was it, Dissidia, Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy Dissidia. Number 79. What sound do you love? Put on Hurt by Oliver Tree. I don't know if I want to. The music that I have right now, it has no copyright, no royalty fees, you know. I don't want to put on a random song. And then maybe at some point I might want to put this video on YouTube, this stream, and then have it claimed. What sound do you love? What sound do I love? I love music. Music is sound, right? I do love my music. Without music, it can get pretty boring. The sound of bagpipe in the morning, the sound of bagpipe in the morning, lads. Right. Just replace the audio with a voiceover. You want me to do a voiceover of me singing the song and have that in the background instead? Music is spicy sound, and that's why I love it. Number 80. If you could paint a picture of any scenery you've seen before, what would you paint? Is this like a superpower? Because if I had this power, I'd like to sneak a peek of the answers to a test in school, and then sit down and just copy down the answers exactly onto my test sheet, and then give it to my teacher. That's what I would do. As he's singing, I fell down to earth. Music is paint on the canvas of silence. That is deep. That is some deep thinking, cheesy. Replace the instrumental bits with you humming too. But otherwise, I wouldn't know. Number 81. What is something you learned in the last week? Like, to better myself? I don't know. I guess I learned a bit more about myself. I guess. Next question. 82. What was the last experience that made you a stronger person? The last experience that made me a stronger person. I don't know. Made me a stronger person. Does it have to be a bad experience? Let them recount their toughest stories. I mean, I've experienced like various comedians and funny people on the internet, and they helped shape my style and who I am now. They helped me like get out of my quiet box, my quiet space, my bubble of inferiority, and actually start like talking more and speaking. Or I guess it could be from the school bullies, like the story that I said before about the school bullies and me like just no longer putting up with their bullshit and just yelling no at them. I tend to do that a lot now that I think about it. If I get upset, I just yell no at someone and then run away. I will say that my toughest experience ever was when, I've told the story like once or twice before, but it was quite a while ago. It was a story of, my next door neighbors. There was a girl that I just absolutely fell in love with. I was enamored with her. I think she was 2 years older than me, and she is the girl who really shaped what I find attractive in women. And one day she asked me if I had a crush on her. And remember that story I said about being bullied, and I was just tired of being picked on and messed with and you know, being made fun of all the time. So I just yelled no at them and ran off. Well, at that moment in time, I was at the peak of like inferiority. Like, everyone's trying to make fun of me. Everyone's going to turn me down. Nobody likes me. So when asked that question, I didn't want to be turned down. So in my head, I was like, I can't handle this. I can't be turned down. If anything, I'm going to turn them down first before I get hurt. So immediately, I yelled at the top of my lungs, no, and I ran away from her, ran inside, ran in my bedroom, jumped onto my bed, and like just pushed my head into my pillow and just did nothing. And then that's not the end of the story either. After a while, it seemed like she was growing further apart from me, which I noticed a lot. But one day we're heading back from school, and my school, and my mother said, after picking me up, she was like, your friends next door are leaving soon. They're moving away. And I was like, oh no, I'll need to say goodbye to them before they move away. So I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, can I go next door and say goodbye to my friends before they leave? And she was like, no, you can't. And I said, why? And she's like, because they're already gone. And I was like, what? And I looked at their house, and they had the moving truck in front of it, and people were loading it, and I was like, but they're loading it up. The truck's still out there. And she was like, oh no, those are family friends. The family's actually gone, and they're staying in a hotel room right now. They just have their friends moving their stuff for them. And you know, that was the first and only time that I ever felt like true depression. Like I didn't feel anything. Like, it was such a bad feeling that there was just nothing. For the rest of that day, I went into my room, sat down, and did nothing. There was nothing going. I sat on my bed. The fan wasn't on, the lights weren't on, my computer wasn't on, my TV wasn't on, nothing was on. I just sat there in silence, staring blankly into space. My mother came in, asked me if I wanted anything to eat, asked me if I was okay. I didn't respond to anything. I just sat there doing nothing. So if anything taught me anything, that experience taught me not to hold anything back, you know, not to worry. If you don't try, you might just end up like losing it all. Are you fine talking about it? It seems like you're becoming sad. I've talked about it enough times already. I mean, of course I still get emotional talking about it, but it's not something that'll like ruin my day. I've already talked about it enough times and thought about it to the point it's like, you know what? This is something that happened. And something that's changed me and made me who I am now. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because I lost contact with him, I never, one, got to say how I felt about her, and two, I never got to apologize to her about what I did to her that day. I didn't know what was going to happen after she asked me. I didn't know if she was going to, you know, I don't know if she was going to accept my feelings, if she was going to, I don't know what would have happened. If she was going to reject me, I wouldn't have known. But instead, I chose the stupid option of, like, rejecting her first. Because I was so insecure, because for most of my life, for, like, all my life, I was made fun of and poked at and, you know, bullied. I think I heard this from the time when you talked about the tomboy next door. Yes, that is exactly right. That is the same story. So yes, that is the last experience that made me a stronger person. Aside from that, that was like the lowest point. And when I think back to like the worst things that have happened to me, that is all I can think of. But let's move on. Number 83. What is your first memory of being really excited? My first memory of being really excited. My first memory of being really excited. Do you mean like the furthest one I could remember, or like the first one that pops into my head? I assume it means like furthest back. My first memory of being really excited. Probably back when the day you vacated the womb. What? Was I excited back then? Or is that an answer to what made me a stronger person? I guess it was the day that... The furthest back I can remember. 83, okay. I guess it was when, the furthest back I can remember, and me being really excited, was when my father bought my little brother and I both separate Pokemon games. He bought gold version and silver version. And I had a Game Boy Advance SP, and my little brother had a Game Boy Light, I think. And my father bought us gold version and silver version. He was like, okay, I bought you boys 2 Pokemon games. Now, I don't know what the differences between both are, so you're going to have to decide between yourselves which one you want. But I got you each a game. And, so... my little brother initially wanted gold version, and I was going to get silver, and I turned to him, and with my silver tongue that I even had when I was just a little boy, I said, hey, don't you want gold version instead? And he was like, what? No, I want gold. Gold is cool. Because in my head, I'm like, I want Lugia. Lugia's cool. So, oh wait, no, it was reversed. I wanted gold version. He wanted the gold. I wanted the gold version. So I was like, don't you want silver version? He was like, no way, gold's cool. And I was like, but the silver version has Lugia in it. And Lugia is cool. I'll take gold version. You take silver version. And he was like, okay, yeah, I guess gold's cool. And so I tricked him into taking the silver version so I could have gold version. But I actually liked Lugia more, so I should have gotten silver. But I mean, that was the first... That's as far back as I could remember of me getting excited about anything. Number 84. At what age did you become an adult? Oh. You hate Pokemon? Get out. Out of my streams, I don't care anymore. You hate Pokemon. You hate life. Get out of here. I never want to see you again. Unsubscribe from me from everything. Delete all your social media. See, you're not an adult. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, man. You just have poor taste. I don't think you're an adult wither. I hope I'm not an adult wither. I'd be in the nether. Oh, trust me, I was more of an adult in high school than most people were. You were raised without Pokemon? Oh, that explains it. I guess you just needed to be raised with Pokemon. Quickly, while you're still young, get a Pokemon game. I would say it was about like, for some it was 18, for others it was 35. For me it was like 16. The best part of waking up. How does that jingle go? If I would have remembered, I would have sang it. The best part of waking up. Something in your cup, something like that. I can't remember what it is. Ah! Oh, there it is, yep. Folgers in your cup. Oh, there it is, Folgers in your cup, yep. I should have scrolled down a bit more and actually read that. There is no good part of waking up. I just want to sleep forever. You guys have these emotes? Nope. I have plain old emotes. What's the next question? 86. If you could learn any language fluently, Japanese. Next question. Omae wa mou shinderu. You can sub to my YouTube channel, but that's it. You can't subscribe on Twitch. $87. Do you get along with your parents? Yeah. 88. What is the one food that you would never give up on? That you would never give up. Or give up on. Either or. Ooh. Pizza. I would say. I would never give up on pizza. You get along with your mom, dad not so much. I'm sorry to hear that. That's, I don't know your life very well, but that's tough to hear. I had some tough goings with my dad. We got over it, though. Doma. 11 random deep questions to ask. Oh, no. Boys, we're getting to the deep stuff. 89. If you had unlimited resources, how would you live your life? Like a king. 90. When was the last time you took some time to be alone? All the time. 91. What habits are you holding back? What habits are holding you back from success? My crippling laziness and procrastination. 92. What is the source of your procrastination? How'd it know? How does it know? It's like it heard my answer and generated a question right afterwards. What is the source of procrastination? My crippling laziness. Who are you becoming? Something I don't want to be. 94. Do you think any kind of afterlife exists? Yes. Oh, these are rather simple to ask. For quote-unquote deep questions, these are pretty simple to answer. I'm becoming myself. No proof, but I believe. 95. What's your personal image of God? Pretty much the one that pops up everywhere. White guy, a long beard, shoots lightning out of his fingers. Oh wait, that's Zeus. Alright, Jess. You have no image, just God. I don't know. I guess God is just anything. That's just the first thing that pops into my head. 96. What would be harder for you? To tell someone you love them, or that you do not love them back? Telling them I love them is more difficult than telling them that I do not love them back. Hard to say I love them. Right. I say the exact same thing. Because you can easily turn someone down. but you can't easily... You can easily turn someone down, but you do not yourself want to be turned down. Some people think you have no feelings at all. Everyone has feelings. It just depends on what you have feelings towards. 97. When you're 90 years old, what will matter most to you? When I'm 90, what will matter most to me is, am I gonna be able to make it to the bathroom in time? You're pretty open about your private life on Steam or on stream. I don't know if you're joking about that or if you're being sincere about that. Because either way, it's wrong. 3 random weird questions. Okay. I just remembered that we were on the 3 random questions for couples. If my girlfriend asks me, what is one thing no one knows about you, and I say I pee in the shower. When does it end? 122 random questions to ask. 3 random weird questions. 103. I have no idea. Hero or villain for a day? Villain. Yeah, I gotta go with villain. Yep, villain. You gotta go villain. You play the hero. Well, not hero. You play the good guy every day. But you gotta cut loose. You gotta go villain. 104. Is never returning something you borrowed considered stealing? If the person you borrowed from, if you lose contact with the person you borrowed from, then it is not stealing. If you are still in contact with the person you borrowed from and you do not give it back, regardless of whether or not they remember letting you borrow it, it is still stealing. But if they go off somewhere in the middle of you borrowing that item and you can't actually give it back at all because you lost contact with them, then it is not stealing. That is their fault for not getting their item back from you before leaving. The hell? Stop it. Why do you keep pausing the videos? Why do they do that on YouTube now? Video pause. Continue watching. Fuck you. Yes. How do people fall asleep with YouTube on anymore? They can't. What's the point of playlists if it keeps pausing the playlist? Okay. 105. Have you ever dropped food on the floor and then picked it up and ate it? On the floor? No. Anything that lands on the floor, I might as well quarantine it. I pick it up and I throw it in the sink or the garbage. The 1 minute rule? You give yourself a minute? Your house is clean as fuck. Oh yes, everywhere you've stepped with your feet is completely clean, right? 3 random never have I ever questions. 106. Never have I ever hidden cigarettes so my parents wouldn't know I was smoking. I've never smoked, and I've never hidden cigarettes. So I never. 107. Never have I ever been fooling around in a car and accidentally honked the horn. Being someone who's never been in a relationship before. Be kind of hard to do that. So, no. 108. Never gave I ever. I'm telling you, these people have English as a second language. Never have I ever been electrocuted. Yes, I think. If I remember correctly, there's an electric fence that I touched. But it was like a light electric shock. It wasn't much. Smoking is bad, like there are hundreds of drugs better than cigarettes. Well, I mean, medicine are drugs. Three random truth or dare questions. What? Is this website gonna dare me? These aren't truth or dare questions. What? Well, I guess you can ask them for the truth, but it's not the dare part. You can just do 3 random truth questions. Or just say 3 random questions. What's the point? 109. My father used to smoke until he learned that I had lung problems. I remember I've had lung problems since I was little. Wow. It's been that long. But after he learned I had lung problems, he stopped smoking. He just like quit cold turkey because of my lung problems. $109. If you could create your own job title, what would it be? I have to make up one. Okay. I like to be the Florb. 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 And sort of like the king, except he's the ruler of the universe. That is my job title. I am the Florb of the universe. Kneel before me. Job title: Beast Hunter. Or First Hunter. Or Blood Hunter. 110. How many pancakes have you eaten in a single sitting? What? How many pancakes? That's like the most generic, like, not even generic, like, there's a joke with like, how many pancakes can you eat in a single setting? Like, I don't know, I can eat like 8 pieces of French toast. I don't know about pancakes. I don't necessarily eat pancakes anymore. You're gonna be a biomedical engineer and make a scientifically created disease. Why? Better make a cure too. Nah. Who needs a cure? Just let it sit out, and then eventually one of your scientist buddies will accidentally touch it and then leave and not clean themselves properly and give it to everyone. $111. Do you lick your plate? Not anymore. I think I used to. When I used to have like corn on the cob, salt and butter it, eat it. Salt and butter would be on the bottom of the plate. I used to lick at that. Now I just take my finger and wipe it across it. Get butter and salt on my fingers, go. If it was socially acceptable to do so, always. 3 random first date questions. So what do you ask your date? Can we finish this questionnaire before the stream ends? Do you have a special place you like to visit regularly? Not really. My bedroom. These stupid fucking questions. What is the reason you are most grateful in your life? And the reason is you. I found a reason to show. I don't know, my life. My life is the reason I'm grateful for my life. Number 114. Do you think Friends is a bad TV show? Never watched it. 3 random, interesting questions. Seems like a questionnaire from BuzzFeed to see what type of bread you'd be. We need to do one of those. I never watched it either. I'm not a big sitcom guy. 115. Favorite day of the week? Saturday's always been a good day for me. That or Friday. Anything like at the what would be considered the end of the week. $116. What life lessons would you pass on to your children? Don't die. I don't know. I haven't thought about that because I don't have children. Next. 117. Do you feel like the good time outweigh the bad? Yeah. 5 random personal questions and my eyes itch. If everyone bullies you, you bully them the fuck back. No, there's more bad than good. Yeah, you're answering them too. 5 random personal questions. 118. Who or what inspires you to be a better person? Your mom inspires you? Did you just ask what the fuck is RimWorld? Recover from RimWorld? Is RimWorld an addiction now? A game? I guess... just all the bad things I've been through inspire me to be a better person. Being... oh, I know. Being someone who feels as if I can't trust anyone with my own thoughts and opinions has given me the insight to make me better at understanding others' thoughts and opinions, and made me want to help them come out of their shells to help tell me all the things that they have on their head, on their mind, because I don't judge others. Unlike, you know, most people. You literally can't trust most people, right? You only trust like 4 people except your family. There are some things that I can't tell anyone except I can think of maybe 2 people, definitely 1 person that I can tell literally anything to. We got this term in Dwarf Fortress, it's called fun. There's no fun without a challenge. If everything is easy, there's no fun. Well, you gotta remember, F is for friends who do stuff together, U is for you and me, N is for anywhere and anytime at all, down here in the deep blue sea. You have no one to literally tell literally everything to. It sucks when that happens. If you ever want to tell me anything, everything, you can. Just so you know. I mean, you don't have to trust me on that, but I am the sort of person that can not only keep a secret, but not bash you over your thoughts and opinions on things. Except you guys, but you can't really use the information against me. Ah. $119. What song is this? Pyrus? Broken Elegance. I like this. Oh. Keep Nope. That's a good song. Love the guitar. 119. You just talk to yourself. I do that too. Oh, I used to do it all the time. I used to do it so much. I don't really do that as much anymore. But I used to do it all the time. What time do you normally go to bed? Now it's like 5 or 6 in the morning. Oh, I need to wrap this up, but we're so close to the end. We'll finish this up and then end the stream. 1 p.m. 1:20. For you, it's 4 a.m. 2 to 4 a.m. What? What is the best and worst part of your personality? The best part of my personality is my ability to... I don't know. Why does it say qualities down here, but up here it says personality? So I'm just going to give a random answer. Like the worst and best part of me. Best is I'm calm and reliable. Worst is I get annoyed easily. The best part about me is I'm actually very understanding. The worst part is that at the same time, I feel better than literally everyone. Like, I feel higher than literally everyone, so... I mean, no. I don't. It's difficult. Okay. To me, there are points to people that I feel every person has those points that I know better than they do. I don't think I'm necessarily better than everyone, but I'm saying that I feel like I can think on things better than most. Yeah, I feel that way too, Roger. Pretty calm, maybe too calm to the point of being apathetic, but if someone annoys me, I'll ravage their ass. Yep. One of my beliefs? What do you mean, one of my beliefs? Like, what, religion? 121. What spells fun for you? If you answer F-U-N, it's probably best to ask another question. I mean, it is F-U-N. F is for friends who do stuff together, U is for you and me, N is for anywhere and anytime at all. Or, if you want to do the remix, F is for fire that burns down the whole town, U is for uranium, bombs, N is for no survivors. 122. Do you believe in Bigfoot? Maybe? I don't know. Does it matter? I've never had Bigfoot warnings here in Arkansas. So I mean, it's never been like, oh, do I need to know this? I don't know. No. What if Bigfoot's actually an alien? How to ask random questions. Choose your question. Ask it. That's literally how to ask random question. Choose your question. Ask it. That's literally what this is. Thank you, random website, for telling me how to speak and how to ask a question. I would have never known if you wouldn't have told me. Alright, that's going to be the end of the stream for today. Thank you, everyone. How long did this take? Well, we literally took up the entire stream and we answered all the questions. There was a small moment where there was no one here and I just wrote on my wrote my script, but that wasn't very long at all. So I'm gonna say the entire time it was just me answering questions. So now we know 122 questions equals an entire stream. Good to know. What's the script for? I was literally telling you, and I literally have it. Ugh. I've told everyone. Types into Google how to ask a question. What's it for? It's for a video that I'm doing. A YouTube video that I'm wanting to make. Just to see how well I can make it. It's coming along, but it's coming along at my pace, so maybe kind of slowly. So I need to work better at it. But anyway, thank you everyone. Be sure to come by tomorrow for, heck, I don't know. Will there even be a stream tomorrow? Maybe, maybe not. I had fun doing this, but I don't feel like this stream will work if I did it again. That'd be too much in one sitting. I gotta try playing RimWorld with Twitch Toolbox mod. No, I don't want to play RimWorld. I'll think of something. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like I could just use the time to actually work on my video. But I also want to stream, so I don't know. I'll think about it. If you guys have suggestions, you could post in Discord. But yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by and watching. Much appreciated. I'll maybe see you guys tomorrow. And remember, down below are the links to all of my social media stuff and whatever, like Discord, Twitter, YouTube. Just in case you're new here. If you're creeping around, you know. But yeah, if you're lurking. I'll see everyone tomorrow maybe. Take care.